5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Are you a fan of video games? Do you enjoy half-thought-out battle plans? Are you a fucking moron? Well, then you're in the right place. Grab a controller and watch your back because the team Killing Glitchtards have just entered the chat. Yep. Anyways, welcome to Team Killing Glitchtards, which we should just rename it to the Team Killing Retards because fucking that's what it is. Might as well just not even fucking hide it anymore. Adam's talking about drilling holes in his brain because of Fortnite. Anyways, my name is Josh. I'm here today with the holy brained Adam.
I'm trying to create exhaust pipes from my brain.
So you can fucking get all that heat out because all that hard work that's going on in there.
Yeah. Ears. Actually, it's not that far from what works for brain swelling when they drill a hole.
Yeah, they do, yeah. To relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, your ear holes aren't letting the steam come out fast enough, so you need to fucking drill a couple extra.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is Team Killing Glitchtards, and we're going to talk about fucking why Roblox and Minecraft were actually genius fucking ideas. And this will probably end up turning into like gaming over the generations, just with how they did shit and how genius it was because it adapted itself to each generation. And they're like, I mean, well, as we'll see for this Roblox, the attention spans. But anyways, if you want to follow us on social media, go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What?
The magnet's missing.
Yeah, I took it off because you weren't using it.
Okay, all right.
I didn't want you to lose it again. It's in here.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right.
Anyways, Game Rage Magazine on social media, and follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram. Also, Substack.com/at All Gas No Trash Official minus the burp. Anyways, all right. So I just want to start off with the Roblox, right? Because Chloe has now started getting into Roblox. I didn't understand Roblox. I still don't understand what the appeal is to me, but it's not made for me. It's made for them. And I understand perfectly why it's made for them in this manner. So because, you know, she did good on her like report card, and we asked her, well, what do you want to get? And she's like, oh, I think I need some Robux. And I was like, I can't. I was like, oh, my heart.
Get ready to hand over your fucking wallet, dude.
Oh, well, no, listen. All right, I'm definitely not fucking doing that. But I was like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll buy you some Robux. So I was going to say, like, looking on the thing, and I'm like, all right, I'll buy $20 worth, right? Like, I'll put in $20, which was like, I think it was 2,000 fucking Robux. So it's like 1 Robux per cent. And, you know, it's essentially just so you can buy fucking cosmetic items for your character for the most part. But anyways, I was actually like trying to, because she plays it with her one friend on her iPad. They sit there and they fucking go in the little, what are they called? Obbies? I don't know why. I don't know what that means. I haven't figured that out yet. If it's just short for lobby, is that like short term? It's like a game mode where, and this is what's genius about Roblox is not only do they create these obbies or whatever, and they theme them or whatever, but people also create the fucking things, right? So it's like you're not even doing any of the work, but you just gave them the tools and let them make their own game. And because children nowadays in the Gen Z and Gen Alpha like generations, their attention spans are so fucking short that they need a game like this to entertain them, because then they can just jump from basically playing one type of game to a complete different type of game at a whim. And that's what they do. They'll sit there and for like, I literally sat there and I watched, I'm like, all right, let's see what they do. They log into this one little thing. It was like some mermaid game. They're in there fucking about 6 minutes. Hey, let's go to a different one. They jumped to some other one. They were in that one for 3 minutes. Then they jumped to another one, and they were in there for like 2.5 minutes because they didn't really like it. They're like, I don't get this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then they jumped to another one. All of these were like one was unicorns, one like it's just random shit, right? And the gameplay mode is basically just bullshit platformer type game shit where you're jumping on shit and you're moving around. So to me, it's like it's genius to the level of they have no attention span, so they need to jump from shit. So now you're letting them do it, and you're basically making your money because the game's free to play. You're making your money on fucking microtransactions. And oh, you want to have a cool hat? Oh, well, that's going to be 100 Robux there, fella. Oh, you want to have fucking some clothes? Oh, that's going to be 2,000 Robux, but there, buddy. So it's fucking genius in the way that they've molded games like this, for this generation. And you go back one generation, well, maybe not even, but like the Gen Z, really the big thing was like Minecraft, right? Like that was the huge thing. And I feel like their attention span was a little more set, but they were like, oh, give me the sandbox and let me just do whatever. Whereas our previous generation of gaming was really like, oh, we like these narrative, narrative-driven storylines or whatever. We started getting into open world stuff, but there was still always like a narrative storyline there, right? Like whenever you were playing like some kind of open world game, there was still always just like some kind of fucking point to it, right? Whereas in Minecraft, I mean, maybe there's some kind of a point eventually, but you're just building shit, trying to survive the woods. Ark, Survival Evolved. There kind of is like a story there, but not really. It's more of just like open world, just playing and doing whatever. That Pokemon ripoff, what's that one called?
Power World.
Yeah, Power World.
Slavery.
So yeah, it's basically you're a slave master and you're enslaving these fake Pokemon. Yeah. Which was basically what you were doing with Pokemon anyways, but
I don't think it works for every company that makes video games, but at least for Epic and whoever makes Roblox, that at least making an open, well, essentially a metaverse for games and hubs.
Yeah.
Social hubs for kids to do all kinds of bullshit is work for them, because as you're saying, people have such short attention spans, and how do you keep people on your game without limiting them? You allow people to create their own games.
Yeah.
Or you yourself make them for people to try out. But there's so much variety that you're still housed in the same area, but you can go to different rooms.
Yeah, there's like a million different rooms you can go to that are all different. Yeah, it's under the same banner, but it's like it's different fucking things each room. Man, I just googled what obby means. It's fucking short for obstacle course. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But all right, that's what it is. That's what it means. Short for obstacle course, because I guess that's what they kind of mostly are. But anyways, I just think that like if you look back in like the 80s or whatever, 90s, when like Super Nintendo, those type of games, right? When that shit was new, kids back then, and the gaming people community, I mean, I'm sure there were adults that were doing it as well, but we would have just taken anything we could get, right? Because it was new-ish. We did, a 2D side scroller, Sonic, Mario, those type of things. We fucking love that shit. It's awesome. There's an objective, there's a little bit of a story. And then as the shit started to evolve with the technology, they kind of did more, you get into like N64 where, you got Mario's now like kind of an open world game a little bit, or it's more open world than it was before. You can move around. It's 3D. And then you adapt the games to the technology. And I think now they're no longer adapting to technology because technology is so advanced that it's like, okay, you can only make shit look so real, right? Like you can only have certain concepts of games that exist, right? Like I don't think VR is the one that's like kind of the next frontier, but I feel like it's not there yet. They're getting there, but it's not quite there yet.
Well, if anything, Fortnite, Roblox, and whatever similar games of note are generally that the prototype environment for that to happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like they've adapted instead of it to the technology, that's catching up. They're adapting the games to the culture and the personality of the people playing. So once you now they can do that, as opposed to before where it was like we were limited to what we could get based on the technology. Now that the technology can essentially make anything fucking possible for the most part in terms of like what you could do in a game. Now they're like, oh, we don't need to adapt it to the technology. We're not limited by it. Now we can, make the games based on, what do we think is going to make us the most fucking money?
I think what's also interesting is that neither of these games are in realism at all.
Yeah.
As far as the graphics go, that's not the selling point.
No, yeah.
Because even Roblox has like these poverty fucking like Lego figures with these weird faces.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem to dissuade kids from playing. It's merely that they have every possible game that you could imagine. Like you could play baseball on Roblox if you wanted to. But it's the fact that you can go from playing absolutely nothing and socializing with other kids, like Club Penguin on a greater degree or on a greater scale. Or you can fucking play baseball, or you can hop in a boat and have a boat race or something stupid like that. But it's like the accessibility to numerous things as opposed to just Super Mario being a standalone thing that doesn't allow you to do anything else than play a platformer.
Yeah, true. So I thought it was interesting. I think that the next frontier of gaming is going to be the VR, realm. That's going to be really PlayStation's tried to do it with putting this PSVR shit on, and kind of pumping that. Microsoft hasn't. They claim they're going to make one for Xbox. I don't think it'll be for this console generation. I think that'll come out on whatever the next Xbox is going to be. I think that's going to be the one where they they may even partner with somebody instead of making their own proprietary one. Because, PC, they have the Meta fucking, the Meta Quest, and then what's the other fucking one that makes those things? HTC, I think, makes one. So they may partner with one of them, but I feel like they are gonna be like, yo, let's make VR the thing that separates us and make it do it well. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I feel like that next console generation is gonna be the one that brings VR like to the fucking masses.
Dude, if Nintendo decides, because I know how rigid Japanese people are when it comes to business, that they'll take 100 years before they do anything. If Nintendo decides to make an open world game, or rather a metaverse game like Fortnite, where you can have different modes and just do all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And then the selling point is, or rather the way they make their money is selling cosmetics. Like you can buy a Mario hat for your character. Like you're a Mii, but you can buy cosmetics of like a Mario hat or Samus's
gun arm or whatever.
Yeah. And then all the fun little items, but you can go on a quest and play a platformer mode, and you have all these garments on that are from other franchises, and it's basically the mode is going from start to finish in a race against who knows 40 or 50 different people, but it's not just a 2D, it's not a 2D scroll or whatever. It's like who can get from point A to point B the quickest.
Yeah.
And there's random bullshit from like, it's like Super Smash Brothers. There's all these random items that you can find in blocks and shit, and you get them, and it allows you to fucking get to the end goal quicker. Like that shit would be fun as fuck if Nintendo decided to take a chance on VR and make their own thing. I think that'd be the way to go. Because I mean, how long are people going to wait for another like Metroid game? That's good. It takes like what, 3 to 5 years for a game to be developed, whereas having a metaverse style game where you can just have all these different modes and shit, and even have the people that enjoy this game be the creators of it to make their own modes. Like, man, that'd be gangbusters for Nintendo. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, they would fucking clean up. And I mean, they're releasing the Switch 2 is coming out probably in a few months, imminently. And I mean, again, it's impressive what they've done with it. The rumored specs are essentially it's as powerful as like basically a PS4 Pro. Which, I mean, still, it's not going to compete with the current console generation in terms of graphical sheer power, but it's literally a handheld fucking device that's thin as shit, and they've managed to pack the power of that and put a screen in there. That's fucking impressive.
And I don't think that's ever been Nintendo's priority to sell people on like graphics. They have more of the IPs than anything.
Right. Well, that's what's made Nintendo because they own basically all the Sega IPs too, don't they? So like they own fucking obviously Mario. I mean, the biggest franchise probably in gaming. I mean, and then Nintendo's the only place you can play it. Like you cannot get it anywhere else. Yeah, Sonic shit, they farm that out. Like they're like, let's farm that shit out. But there's exclusive Sonic games that are only on Nintendo, and that's one of the things that with Microsoft opening up the Game Pass and everything to like PlayStation and any other console. That's one thing is now that those are kind of going to disappear, console exclusives are not really going to be a thing anymore, with the exception of Nintendo. And that's going to be what keeps Nintendo afloat through the years, is going to be the fact that games that everybody loves, you can only get there. So you have to buy their console in order to get it.
I also think they handicap themselves in the same way that Sony Pictures does with the Spider-Man franchise, or the intellectual property of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That they're insular to themselves, whereas Fortnite invites everybody to the party. Like you could see John Wick in Fortnite and maybe Master Chief in Fortnite. Like those are inconceivable ideas 20 years ago.
Right, yeah.
But Nintendo is always going to be exclusive to itself, and I think it kind of hurts itself in that way. But if you create a universe or a place, a metaverse for all those beloved characters and franchises to interact with each other in the same way that Fortnite is using Disney characters to...
Yeah.
That's how they're going to sell more of those skins or more of those cosmetics. I think if Nintendo doesn't get going on that they might be missing out on a major opportunity.
Oh yeah, I never think you'll see Mario in fucking Fortnite. They'll never allow that.
Oh fuck no, that's yeah.
Or they'll say you can only get this on Fortnite on Switch. Like that would be the way that they do it. It's still insular to itself, but we'll allow it. Mario Kart, fuck, that's another one. Like,
but dude, can you imagine Mario with a handgun or like it's not gonna happen.
No, they'll never allow that.
I mean, that's why they have the Rabbids game where like Mario chases after those whatever.
Yeah, he beats him with a hammer, doesn't he? Like,
yeah. Or they're gonna do like laser guns and you get stunned or whatever, something harmless like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, I guess that wraps up. Do you have anything else to add for this one?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
All right, for sure. All right, go to Game Rage Magazine, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Follow Adam, All Gas No Trash Official. Substack.com / All Gas No Trash. Catch you on the next one.
Congratulations, you survived another episode of the Team Killing Glitchtards. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Also, subscribe on Twitter /X at Game Rage Mag.